Hello, this video is that teachers need to have courses that they teach in both condensed and expanded format, not just the expanded format. But it's actually, maybe I should start out the video by saying that teachers should film themselves teaching, because almost no teachers do that. There's only one teacher, high school teacher I know of, who has his history course on the internet, on YouTube. His name is, the YouTube channel is AP Euro ND, and I think he's in LA, and yeah, he's got a bunch of classes up there. It's not like organized very well though. And then there's universities. Yale has a few classes up. The Civil War, American Revolution, Roman architecture, Europe since 1650, the rise of the Greek city-state. Yeah, those are all that I can remember. As far as history, they have other courses too, like science and stuff. And then Berkeley has Europe since 1750, and then like another one like European civilization since like 1600 or something like that. That's all I can remember. And then UCLA has one called Science, Religion, and Magic. But that's all that I found. But basically, every teacher, whether you're a grade school teacher, middle school teacher, high school teacher, every single teacher should have their courses up on the internet. And whether it's them filming them, well, it should be filming them in the classroom. I mean, I even made another video that they should film every single class you ever do and just have it up on the internet. Hook up those cameras and film everything. But anyways, teachers should have their at least one copy of their course up on the internet. And if they can't do that for whatever reason, they should have their video of them just sitting around like me, teaching basically the units of the course. And if that's too much to ask, for right now, not everybody would want to do that. But the purpose of this particular video is those people who do have courses, video courses on the internet that you can get. And I mean, let me go back to where I was. I don't understand why you wouldn't have it up there, because I was listening to any one of those lectures. You listen to it and you're not going to get everything the first time. So obviously, every single time after that you watch it, the more you're going to learn. And it's just going to go up and up and up and up. So the idea of not being able to watch the lecture again is completely fucking insane. I do not understand why they would even do that in this day and age with technology. It's completely crazy. So everybody should have it. But those people who do have it, those enlightened ones from Yale, Stanford. Oh yeah, Stanford had some. Can't remember any of them from there though. Berkeley and UCLA, those pioneers. Okay, those people that should go to the next step. And they should also, and I guess they wouldn't do this in the classroom because the classroom is only for the detailed stuff, but they should film themselves in their office condensing the course. So, for example, one course would be like 20 classes of an hour long, 20 lectures of an hour long. That's the fine-tooth comb video version of it. They should have another one where you have the entire course in 1 hour-long video. Because understanding history is helped by seeing how stuff is connected, how one thing led to another. And if you are just watching the entire course and going through the details, you can get lost in it, and your brain can only hold so much information, and you just learn that, and then it's kind of, you may not be paying attention when they get to a really important part. the transition into the next stage, and then you wake up again, and then you're listening to that, and you get the details, but you don't have the whole picture, even if you listen to the lecture a bunch of times. But a lot of people would only listen to it once, especially those people who have idiot teachers who don't film their course, which most people are, 99.999%. So I guess according to me, 99.99999% of the teachers in the world are complete idiots for not filming themselves. But but if you have like your entire course, 20 class course, condensed into 1 hour, the people who listen to that can focus for long enough to be paying attention when you get to the interesting parts, which of course you would fit into that 1 hour long lecture, to see how like the 20 words or less version of how the Enlightenment happened, or the scientific revolution. You don't have to only give them the detailed version. And then so when they listen, so a good way to do it is listen to the detailed lecture, and then listen to the 1 hour condension, and then listen to the detailed lecture again. But not just have it in 1 hour, also maybe have like break it up into parts and have those into 1 hour. Like, even though it's not part of the course, the teacher, since all they have to do is talk about it once, and then they put it on the internet and they just leave it for the rest of their career. It's not like it's a time thing at all. It takes 1 hour. You just do a 1 hour long video lecture of, say your course is, I'll take that science, history, and religion. It's like a course of religion and science, the relationship between religion, science, and magic from the beginning of Greece all the way to the present time, which covers a lot of stuff. So the teacher should just have that entire course in 1 hour, and then they should have all the little bits in 1 hour as well, like the scientific revolution in 1 hour long video, the Enlightenment in 1 hour long video, the Catholic Church in 1 hour long video. And well, actually, if you really are a good teacher, you should basically do what I'm doing, exactly what I'm doing, no more, no less, exactly the same things I'm doing, which is videos on a lot, videos on everything. I mean, I'd like to every single day put out another hour-long video related to history, or every few days or something, or education anyway. And you just archive it in your grid format so that you can see really well what it is all there. And because too many videos, there's just not possible to have too many videos and to be talking about too much stuff. Education should be something that's in the power of the student. So the student, and if there's a whole bunch of information for the student to grab it, it's up to them to choose which thing to listen to, which unit to recap on, or to get better at, or to listen to over and over again. And if there's so much information, obviously they're not going to be able to listen to all of it. Guess who's it up to decide what to listen to? It's them. It takes the power out of the teacher, and puts in the student. When I grew up in school, nobody could decide anything. Everybody was told what to do. Like me, I was like, yeah, what's in college? I was like, yeah, let's see, what should I major in? What's this? They had the build your own major. So I told my advisor, I was like, what's this build your own major? They're like, oh, don't do that. The stupid people do that just to choose the easy courses, and they don't learn anything. So I guess she thought I was a stupid person. So I was like, okay, whatever. I don't want to piss you off. So I'll just be like, I should have chosen history, but I chose English because I thought I was going to be able to write. I never got to write. But they basically told me what classes to take. When I was in high school, they tell you what classes to take. I had to take math all the way up until 11th grade, And then the teachers were like, oh yeah, this is actually a good point of the video. This is the crux of the video right here. The teachers were like in a history class, they're like, yeah, they gave me the syllabus of what to talk about. Oh my God, and I'm so behind. And I heard that a lot, dude. Not just one teacher, but a lot. Like I had history in 10th grade, and there was this dude talking about the history of Greece, and he was doing the Peloponnesian War between Athens and Sparta. And I was riveted, but then all of a sudden one day he's like, we weren't even done. Okay? Like, he was like, okay, and then Athens started to go down and Sparta started to go up, and then he's like, oh shit, we're out of time though. So then we skipped to the completely next section, like something completely different, and kids were like, well, what happened, who won? He's like, oh yeah, Sparta won, you know. So teachers should be able to, well, choose what they're going to teach, but if they do, or when they do choose what they teach and they choose a course, they should know how to pace themselves. Teachers should know how to pace themselves. I was listening, it was actually that science course in religion. The teacher, Courtney Rea from UCLA, was like, oh, we have so much time to fit in the hour, oh my god, how are we going to do it? Well, it's easier for a teacher is going to be better at pacing themselves and knowing how to get so much amount of information in an hour-long class, which obviously they have to know how to do because that's how long the classes are, and I'm not complaining about that. But if you have designated yourself an hour, like me, I designate myself 50 minutes to do a video. I can't do a video for more than 50 minutes because the video gets over 2 gigabytes, and I can't upload something bigger than 2 gigabytes. So I pace myself. But if you can pace yourself, if you can say, yeah, I'm going to do the entire course in 1 hour, and you do it, and you get from beginning to end, you don't get from beginning to 90% and then go, oh shit, I'm out of time, you know? Or you can get from 90% and be like, oh shit, I have 3 minutes left, and then you can get that last 10 minutes in pretty much tied together and make it look like you're not rushing. Then that's cool. It's like a whole unit encapsulated nugget of yummy information for you doesn't leave anything hanging or incomplete. And so the more you do that, the better you're going to be at pacing yourself. If you say, okay, I'm going to do this unit in 50 minutes, I'm going to do this unit in 50 minutes, and you get good at it and you know how to do it. Like me, I look at my watch every couple of seconds when I make videos, and if I'm making a video, I just keep an eye on it, and teachers should be able to do that. And making those videos, packing in the entire course in 1 hour, if you've done that in a video and you've done it before, then you're not going to complain if you're in class and you're like, oh my god, I have to get 1/20th of the course in 1 hour. Oh my, how am I going to do that? It's just practice. You have to. So it'll make you a better teacher, but it'll make it so students understand a lot more of what you're saying. If you can tie it all together, that's what makes people interested in history. Is when it's all, they can see how everything's related, and they can see why something happened, and like dwelling on details is awesome. I love dwelling on details, but dwelling on details isn't going to teach people the bigger picture on like why we made this giant paradigm shift and why it happened when it happened. People are going to get zoned out on the details, and then it's all going to be this big gobbledygook. If you look at a map and you want to know what your city looks like, the way that education is now is they're like, okay, we're going to start the tour of New York City. This is a 10 foot by 10 foot a view of Central Park, and then it's like, okay, let's move over down the road 10 feet by 10 feet. We've just gone 10 blocks, and now we're here. We're going to take a left. Now we're at, It's like, when are we going to... And then at the very end of the class, maybe for like 2 seconds, they're like, yeah, look at the big picture. Okay. What you need to do is you need to... And it's good to start out the class with that way. Like, here's the 10 feet by 10 feet or whatever. The details. But then you want to have it show them the entire map of New York. And see, this is where we started, and here's where we went, and here's where we went, and here's where we went. And start that. And maybe even it'd be a good idea, like if I was a teacher, I don't think I'm ever going to be a teacher. I'm just not, I'm too weird. People would never trust me with their kids. But if I was a teacher, what I would do is I would even start the course with the entire course in 1 hour. I'd be like, yeah, and I'd give a presentation. It's like the introductory. Yeah, this is the whole thing. Da, 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 and they'll be like, whoa, okay. And I'll be like, okay, so tomorrow we're going to start the class with the details. And then at the end, I'll say the whole thing in 1 hour again, and then they understand it. But if you have the videos up there to refer people to, they can. It's up to them to watch it over and over again. And actually, school will actually be something a little bit different, which I haven't. That's another video. But anyways, I think all teachers should do that. I would love it if the teachers, these university professors, had a version. You know, like had a final video. They have their course, and then there's that last course you can click on where they're just sitting in there, because I guess the students aren't in class anymore, where they're sitting in their office and they're like, okay, well, here's me doing a recap of the entire course, for 50 minutes. I would watch it, dude. I would love to watch it, and I would like it if other people would be interested in watching that too. You could understand why that would be valuable, so that maybe people would actually do that. Oh, okay. So that's that.